our crowd was, excellent. I have a ton of respect for Maryland, and if you put the tapes on, they're very good, well coached. Obviously, Reese, Scott, Young, these are good players. But we played well, grinded it out. We're gonna play 3 games here in 5.5 days, so it's a tough stretch, and we played well in the second half. We held a team that averages 72 to 50 and 20 turnovers. So we did a really good job. These guys all chipped in. Paul was terrific, 6 for 6. Really, in the second half, did a great job. But, all these guys chipped in. They do a great job. So, just pleased. But we're on to Iowa, the leading scoring team in our league. So another challenge coming up on Sunday.
Steve, what does it tell you about this team's mindset that coming off that win at Purdue, coming home late Monday, they were able to turn in a focused lockdown performance like this?
Yeah, to hold them to, there were 14 points in the first half until that last 3 went in. This group is mature. I will say that about them. They approach preparation the right way. But yeah, it was a crazy couple days too. That daily fame is fleeting too. So you got to make sure that you're ready to play. And when you're playing teams in our league, and 2 weeks ago this team was ranked, you got to be ready. And our defense was good. I know it wasn't pretty today, but I kind of like those kind of games. We just grinded and figured out a way to win, and that's a good sign for us.
Steve, when Paul is playing like this, that he has the last couple of games offensively, he had a stretch like this last year for 7 straight games. What does it do for your offense? How does it change the way you play?
We're kind of an equal opportunity, offense, and, Paul was his day today. Cam's had days. Obviously, Derek here has had days. So, took advantage of what he had. He used his size. He got in the lane. But Paul does a lot of things for us. He rebounds. He is vocal. He does a lot of winning things, and, points get all the accolades, but it's all the stuff that you watch on the film that you love about Paul, and that's why since he's been here we've done nothing but win, and it's the winner part of him that I love.
You mentioned the 20 turnovers. Coach Willard mentioned pressing. You guys are pressing more this year than maybe ever. What makes you confident in this team to be able to kind of utilize that more than you have?
The National Defensive Player of the Year, I think Caleb McConnell, I think, these guys are connected. I think Cam is leading our league in steals. Paul can guard, the versatility. Mawat Mag gives us tremendous energy. Andre, versatility. Cliff is a shot blocker. They're connected. And then the guys that come off the bench, too. Wolf can really defend. Dean can defend. So, confident, but, it's work. And we do a lot of different things. And these guys are able to, take the coach in and move the prep around, because we do a lot of different things, and it's work. They watch film. These guys watch more film than anybody in the country, and it shows at times. So just our versatility really is unique.
Steve, there were instances where they were threatening to come back and close that lead, and you guys kind of slammed the door each time. What do you attribute that to?
Well, again, it wasn't a thing of beauty offensively, but, when you hold the team, 22 points under their average, you could do things. And we made some timely shots. We make free throws, and that's a big part of it. But, we got a lot of different guys, and I trust all of them. I only get disappointed when a guy's open, shoot the ball. Like, if that's what you do, that's what you do. I thought Mawat had some open looks, and he passed up on some things. I tell Cam all the time, when you're open, let it go. Derek already feels pretty good about that, right, Derek? Because there's not a time that he's not ready to let it go. But I like that trait in him. But, our guys, have the green light when they play that hard on defense and to do what they do offensively. And when we hesitate, that's the only time we get into a little bit of, problem.
Steve, as good as you guys have been defensively over the last 5 years or so, what kind of differentiates or elevates this bunch maybe above some of these other teams?
Yeah, we got great leadership, and the way they prepare. But we have tremendous versatility. Our guys can guard Paul can guard any position. Caleb can really guard any position. Andre can guard Mawat. And we've added Cam, who's as good an anticipator, has got great hands. Caleb led the league in steals, and now Cam, is doing that for us. So we got good size. Obviously Jersey Mike's here. It gives us a huge advantage. People are loud, and it was a great environment, so that helps too.
Steve, Derek's plus-minus speaks for itself today, but Why is he in here now? And I don't see every game. So what's the
We
progress
wanted
report of it?
Handsome. We brought some Handsome to the press conference today. You know, he had the great, you know, plus minus, and he brings an element to us coming off the bench, and I appreciate. He started earlier in the year when these guys were hurt, and he's come off the bench, accepted what he does, and he does a great job. He and Andre Hyatt, you know, give us great lift off that bench, and they were both starters at one point.
Steve, what's changed with this team overall since the Seton Hall game? Now you've won 5 straight. Mawat mentioned after that game that you guys had to get back to basics defensively and be more like yourselves. What's changed since that game?
Yeah, I mean, that's just, you know, the journey of every season. You know, you're not going to play great every night. It was a one-possession game. You know, we just didn't finish that game. But, you know, you learn from it, and that's why I think we finished the Purdue game, and these guys are, you know, back on track. You learn from film. It's early in the year. Our rotations are better now. I think everyone's a little more comfortable in what they do. And, you know, again, it's, you know, it's part of the process that you have to go through. Everyone wants to skip all the steps of the thing, but these guys know that you have to go through those steps, especially in a league like this, you know, like and it prepares you for that.
Just to follow up about Derek, Steve, what kind of progress have you seen from him defensively? It seems like you entrusted him with those athletic Maryland guards today for quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I trust him. He can guard people. And, you know, every day he goes up against, you know, Cam. He goes up against different guards. He has to guard bigger guys. He's got elite speed, you know, and he's learning our system too, which isn't easy. And he's done a good job of picking it up, and he's a high-energy guy. So, yeah, he's got pretty good swagger too, and I like that about him.
Yeah. Paul, you've been around a lot. The ability for this team to come home from Purdue, turn that off, and then put out this kind of effort 2.5 days later, what does that tell you about this group's focus and what it can achieve?
Yeah, I mean, we care about the Purdue game as soon as we woke up the next day. We were locked in on Maryland. I mean, he was locked in as soon as we got on the bus. So, I mean, I think it's maturity within our guys. We trust our guys, and we're on a mission, and we're focused on it. So.